Today is Tuesday, um, the 4th of October, 2022, and I'm sure you can see all this energy that is in this house. It's all on me. We're like submerged in this energy, and I'm trying to share with everyone what our government is doing to us. And this will go all the way to the very top. It's hard to talk about it because when you try to talk about it, they want to shut down your channel. This is my second channel right here because they shut me down on the first channel. Because I was talking about the medical field and what I've been going through with the medical field. And what I'm saying is the truth. They saying that I'm putting out false information. No, I'm putting out true information. I know what I'm seeing, and I know what they're doing to me. This doctors. I know when I go to the doctors that they gang stalk me. Medical doctors. So I'm tired of these people because they are the one that got these channels, these sites where you can go on and talk about any and everything but the truth. When you talk about the truth, they shut you down. You can tell all kind of lies. You can do voodoo. You can do witchcraft. You can do anything but tell the truth. What's going on in this world? Our government is our biggest enemies. Those at the top are they not who they say they are. And they may shut me down again. Then I just make another one. But anyway, you can see this energy in here. Right now, I'm hearing some type of sizzling noise in my head because doctors have implanted my brain. They got stuff in my eyes. So what I see, they see. So they're looking at me right now because I'm looking at myself making this video. They monitor us 24 hours a day. It's not good enough that they somewhere with nothing but computers all the way around like a warehouse. I did put a computer up there. I did put a video up with how they do that. So they have to have the whole neighborhood to surround you too. It's not good enough that they got computers watching you, but they got the neighborhood. Whatever neighborhood you move to is watching you also. And not just watching you, but they're killing us. They are attacking us with energies, frequencies. This stuff is coming up from the underground where they had a guy. When we moved here, they had already had it set up. He was still setting it up. That's when he finished. That's when they came and got that little house, which I put that on video too. There was a little house. This house right here is burnt on the inside. And so there was a guy staying in a little shed behind there, and he would go up under the house over here. So how they got it hooked up, I don't know, because like I don't know what they be doing. All I know is that I was in prayer one day. I'm just put it like that. I was in prayer, and when I was in prayer, I saw a hole in the ground, and then I saw a shovel laying beside the hole. So when next time I go outside, I'm seeing a shovel leaning against the little shed. And I do know for a fact that he was going under that house because that he would sometimes the door to the crawl space will be up against will be closed. Next time I look, it'll be set to the side because he was going in and out of there. And this stuff is getting to my brain. Military shot me in my spine about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, it's been 4 years. Cause we was in that house for 4 years. And ever since then, uh, they just been able to send this energy in my private area, and it goes up through my spine, it be shaking inside of me like this here. Like how you see it's moving in the background, that's how it moves inside my body until I start praying and asking God for help. And it's burning me right here. This is our creative side. This is a female creative side. This is the side that attacks the most. And they've been attacking this side of my head for years. At least 7 that I know of. Because at first I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was really having medical problems. That's why I was going to the doctors. But I found out that the doctors were implanting me when they were saying I needed uh, not really surgeries, but a heart specialist. He said they were gonna put stents in my heart. They put implants there, 'cause I could feel it moving. And the stomach doctor, they put implants in me. And he claimed that I had Crohn's disease and a nervous stomach. No, the nervous stomach is coming from me being hit with direct energy weapon. My sister, Velma, was a working woman. Now she can do nothing. She getting where she don't even want to eat. And that's what's really putting fear in me, because I can't get her to eat. And I don't know how much more she could. Cause this morning, they really was burning me. And if they was burning me, they was burning her. Cause this morning she just not operating no kind of way. I mean, she looking really bad this morning. And so I don't know how much more she can take of this torture. And this the neighborhood, and the sheriff department is the one who's hiring these people. They go to the community watch meetings. Whoever's over the community watch is involved in it too. The landlords, the people that own the houses that we live in, is involved, because they have to get their permission to put this stuff in their house. The real estate agencies are involved in it. Then you have people that come to the neighborhood, start having these meetings, and turn the whole entire neighborhood, because they paying these people. They tell them all type of lies. They make videos to make it look like we doing some terrible, terrible stuff. They put our face on these videos to make it look like we doing some off the way crazy stuff, and just nasty stuff. They saying men, a child molester, that they're not. Saying telling people I'm a witch. I'm not no witch. Saying I sell drugs. I don't sell no dope. Said I had sex with a lot of men, but how they know? How do they know how many men? If I don't know how many men I had sex with, how they know how many men I had sex with? I won't count them. And it ain't nobody business. So if they know all the men that I had sex with, then they know the men who raped me. The one who forced themselves on me. They should know that too. So, these are cops that's doing this. Sheriff department, city cops, and military. I can't say the whole entire military, because that's a lot. But you got generals is involved in this. This go all the way to the very top. The very top is involved in this. And the doctors are saying, you got psychiatrists saying we are paranoid schizophrenia. We are not paranoid schizophrenia. I already show a video where the man bragging about how they can hack our brain. They're not just hacking our brain, they're destroying our brain. Not just our brain, they can cause you to have a heart attack. They can cause you to have a stroke. They can cause you to have cancer. They can cause you to have Pick's disease and dementia and Alzheimer's. Thing that people say is a natural sickness because of lack of something But no, they the one that's causing it. They can cause you to be crippled. This is what they doing, and then they putting a name to it through the doctors. And the doctors know what's going on, and they know they can't heal you. They just gonna make you keep coming back, keep coming back, and keep coming back, getting your money, knowing that this is being done to you. Dr. Phil had some people on there. Dr. Phil is nothing but a stank. That's what he is, because he's nothing but a liar, a fake. Because any doctor, I don't care how good you are in whatever you do, but if you tell a lie about anything that you know that you can't cure, and Dr. Phil ain't no good for nothing, because he tried to make these people look like fools. And that woman showed a picture that she took of something that looked like an alien. I ain't took no pictures up, but I've seen them. Not the aliens, I've seen the flying saucers. I've seen them, and they up there all the time in the sky. Start paying attention. Quit just living. Start paying attention to your surroundings up in the sky. Because these things come down. They come down here, and they be flying over our house, doing stuff to us. This blue right here, there's a blue that comes out from them flying saucers. And it can come through your ceiling and have your whole house blue. I have seen Velma room, her whole entire room, because her room was across from my room. And when I was going to my room, I saw that her whole entire room was blue. And so when I walked in her room, the blue was gone. And it was about this color blue right here. I seen a whole area blue. Inside the houses, outside the house, even the street was blue. And there was a helicopter, not a helicopter, a flying saucer on top of the house. I've seen two so far down here. But I've seen a whole sky full that looked like stars in the sky. They just got me, they just blowing me up. And I'm really sore on the inside of my body. Because they burning me with this energy. I mean, it actually, like they taking something hot and sticking it in me. This is what these people are doing, because this energy that's coming out from under the ground is hot. And it's swelling me up. I'm just swollen. They're messing with my eyes, they're messing with my brain, they're messing with everything. And people know about it. I do believe people in my family know what's going on with this GameStop, and they just not gonna say nothing, because probably a lot of people, a lot of them is involved in it. And I try to talk about it, then they want to overtalk me. But they're killing me. They're killing my sister. I'm the only one that seems to care about what's happening to her and what's happening to me. Nobody else seems to care. And it's bad. It's bad for people to be careless, heartless, not to care about what happened to another person. Because it's happening to all of us. Every single human being that is on this earth, something is happening to us. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Some bad stuff is going on. Some real bad stuff is going on. And they people knowing that a lot of these people not human. They trying to make robot humans. They already got other stuff here from somewhere else that's looking like humans. They trying to do everything, trying to make where men can have babies. They just really running out. Really running out with something to do. Really. And those of us who will not go with their agendas, they're going to kill us. This is what they're trying to do. Just making up something so they can get rid of people. And what makes it so bad, people believe in everything they say. Everything they say, you even taking your children to whatever they say do. There you go, run into it. They kill your children. And then you got some doctors, I have seen where some doctors is trying to tell the truth, but who's listening to them? Because you still doing what these devils is saying do. Still doing what the devils say do. Who mean you no good. That's trying to start a war to get rid of more people. Talking out their behinds, because that's what they doing, because they ain't going to fight nobody. Talking right out of their behind. And can't fight a fly. They ain't going to fight nobody. But they're going to help our sons and daughters fighting. And for what? Because you got lying leaders. Lying leaders, fake actors. That's what they are. Just fake actors. So I feel like I done said enough. Probably ain't said enough, but right now I am feeling really bad for all that stuff. It's so much still in me. So I belched a lot of it out, but so much still that I feel sick. And I'm still burning on the inside. I'm still feeling the heat up in my head. I'm just trying to protect myself so they won't shrink my brain like they done my sister. For the first diagnosis that she had brain shrinkage and holes in her brain. Then they started saying she had Pick's disease. Then they said she had Alzheimer's. Which ain't neither one of them. What she got is devils attacking her. That's what she got. Devils attacking her. Because it had to be somebody that stayed near her to attack her so much. Because when it first started, she just kept repeating herself. Because evidently that's all they were just attacking her brain. They attacked my whole body. I used to wear that aluminum foil on my head to help me sleep because they were putting out. They actually put stuff in your head for you to dream and for you to think and make you feel stuff that you don't want to feel. They can make you feel lust. They can actually make you do stuff that you wouldn't normally do because you thinking it's you. But it's not you. Just like all these killings and stuff going on. I do believe that these people are being controlled by this energy that they don't know is there. I'm telling you what I know. What I've had to fight. I've been fighting this thing for years because I know me. At first, I was having all these lustful dreams. I said, wait a minute. And I wake up just disgusted. And then I feel lust in my stomach, not in my private area though. I said, now I don't lust like this. I don't lust after people, especially people I'm not even attracted to. Not even thinking about them. They'll have you lusting for anything. Look at somebody and they'll make you lust for them. And I could be in church and this stuff will happen. And I'm fighting. They're about to run me crazy until I realized that these people have implanted this stuff in me. Because I started listening to other people telling their story. And we all come telling the same story. The exact same story. So all these people can't be paranoid schizophrenia all at the same time. With the exact same story. And everybody's saying the police involved, except for only one guy, which I wonders about him. Polices. Some of them saying the FBI, all the alphabet of government organizations that's ran by the SES, and find out who runs the SES. Senior Executive Service. Find out who's over there, and then you will know who's running everything. Look it up. I ain't gonna say it because they'll shut me down. Just look up the SES. President Carter was the first one that started that, but not for the reason it's being ran now. Somebody else took over it and just made it pure demonic. Just look up SES, Senior Executive Service, and you'll find out who's the troublemaker. The one everybody seem to love. When you talk about it, get married with you and quit talking to you. Don't want to have no more parts of you no more. When you talk about this person. The devil. The pure devil. And I do believe that this person is the Antichrist. With all my heart, I believe it. I ain't gonna call the name. Just look up the SES, Senior Executive Order. Services. And all other alphabet services falls under this service. Which I did, I think I did make a video about it. People just not who we think they are. They actors. Very good actors. So I'm hoping I can get this rest of this stuff out of my body. I'm gonna have to detox myself. Because this stuff is really making me sick. I mean, they really poured it on me this morning. And I don't care how many times I move. It's cause the whole entire yard, that really the whole neighborhood. They getting it too. They so stupid. They don't realize this going in their house too, because it's up. It's the whole. If you look at some of my videos, you will see when I put it. But sometimes you can't really tell it when I do playback, but when I do the live. So I have showed it though. On like the white van over there, you can see the movement on the white van, and on with certain parts in that house in front of us, you can see it on the garage door. You can see that energy move, because it's all of us is getting it. But they got something like hoses up under this house, and they real long hoses that's hooked to the down up under the ground. I got videos up, but see, I can't get to nobody. Who I'm gonna get to when it's the sheriff department and the city cops that is got the people doing it. So who I supposed to give it to? I don't wrote to senators. I don't wrote to governors. I don't wrote to attorney general. I ain't got no help. I don't wrote to the mayor. Ain't get no help. So the only person I turn to now is Jesus. I turn to him. And I know Jesus is going to make these people pay. Not just for gang stalking, but everything that's going on. Jesus is going to make these people who be pedophiles, that's in leadership, it's in our government, pedophile government leaders. God is going to make them pay for how they doing these babies. They got women giving birth to babies just so that they can sacrifice them. And then they kidnapping people, children. Cause I be trying to figure out, where is the parents of these children? Why come I don't hear nobody crying out for these missing children? But they giving birth to the children for them to sacrifice. But then some of the parents are part of this evil, because they're the woman. What's her name? She's a white lady. And I did show a video where she's talking about it, how the parents are part of this agenda, and that the children, they have the children, and those who are gifted, they use those children. The ones who not gifted, those are the ones that they have sex with and kill them so that they can get their adrenaline, because these fools drink blood and drink the adrenaline out of it. There's a lot of evil. So much evil. That we think if they show the most horrible horror movie on TV, what these people doing is more horrible than that in real life. They some evil. They some real super evil. And then you got people sitting around when we trying to tell you what's going on, then you want to make us look like we are food. People talking about taking me to a psychiatrist. Show up. Come on. You come on and try to take me to a psychiatrist. Calling my daughter, asking my daughter questions about me, talking about they going to come to help her take me. First of all, she ain't taking me. So how you going to help her take me somewhere? One day you're going to be calling me trying to find out what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to tell you. When you call me wanting to find out what I know, I'm not telling you nothing. Because you ought to be listening to me when I'm trying to tell you. Our government is evil. Evil. Some of the most wickedest people that you can ever know of. Worse than Hitler. If you seen what Hitler did to the Jews, then you ought to know that people is evil. All these people dying for no reason. Because they think there's too many people on the earth. They think that. But see, they didn't create the earth and they create us. And I'm getting pissed off, so I might need to cut this off. I might need to cut this off because I'm really getting pissed off. Because too many people have died. It don't make no sense. The death. Just so that they can bring in the one world order. And birth in the Antichrist. That's all what this stuff is about. One world order, one religion, one currency, one government, one world. And what I'm going through is all over. It ain't just in America. It's all over. These people got the connections all over. If I leave from here today and go to Japan, they done contact the people in Japan to torture me. If I go to Africa, the same thing. It's everywhere. People from everywhere is complaining about the attacks on their life. And then if I open the door to the front door, they ain't even got to go on the porch. Just open the door. But open the door to the back door. They got 3 houses back there that's attacking. I ain't even got to go outside. Just open the door and I start hearing the clicks where they shooting this technology, some kind of technology weapon. And I know they're over there because I can hear them talking. I call them an idiot. And one of the boys holler, she called you an idiot. They so stupid. They just dumb. Dumb fools. Because, see, I'm old. They're young because these young boys that's in that last house that was a vacant house. They the one got to continue living in this atmosphere. And go through the hell that's coming on earth. And Christian people, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to tell y'all y'all keep saying God this and God that. The Bible already tells us they're going to be killing us. If we don't bow down to and worship the Antichrist as though he is God. And bow down to that image, whatever that thing's going to be. Because they're going to give power to some type of, I don't know if it's a statue or what, I can't remember. But I know there's some kind of something supposed to come alive. If you don't take the mark of the beast, you cannot buy or sell. That's why I'm telling people, start storing up stuff now. Because if you don't take the mark of the beast, you will not be able to buy or sell. But if you got already stored up stuff, you can hide it, because they probably gonna try to come in our homes and take our food, so that we will take the mark of the beast. Cause if we already got food stored up, they're gonna try to take our food. There's some bad stuff gonna happen. I do believe they're trying to start a war right now with Russia, because I see too many prophets is saying they having these dreams that they see Russia and China in America. We in a war, and the stuff that's going on now with Putin and Biden saying the stuff that he's saying, child, well, they ain't no telling what might happen. They already was talking about it, cutting off all the electricity. So many states. I can't remember. I did read that. I saw the states, but I can't remember what they was and where I saw that at. But they had a map showing all the states where they're gonna be cutting. The power people is gonna be cutting off. They ain't gonna just get cut some kind of accident or something. No, they're gonna be cutting it off where there's no gonna be no electricity. And it's gonna be a lot of states. I don't know if all the states gonna be it's gonna happen too, but it's gonna be a lot of states that ain't gonna have no electricity. And if you got the money, you need to start storing up, getting you a generator. I wish I had the money to buy it because they're so expensive. I just don't know how I'm gonna get a generator. But they um you need like a generator. You need something. If you can't get a generator, I saw on Facebook where this person was saying buy those lights that the sun can energize, and then at nighttime they lights up. Or either way, those little lamps that they used to use back in the day, but they had the kind of some kind of fluid stuff they put in it and light it. The wood stoves might have to go back to the wood stoves. Which I don't have a problem going to the wood stoves, and because there's a fireplace in here, but it's electric. And see, they ain't gonna do us no good, cause there ain't gonna be no electric. If they cut the North Carolina do falling behind. Just stuff that they did back in the old days when they didn't have all this electricity. You know, uh, have to learn how to cook outside. You may have to learn how to cook outside. That's why I be looking at this woman. She be cooking up something right outside. A kerosene heater. I used to cook on. I have had to cook on a kerosene heater when my children were little. You know, we run out of gas, and I didn't have enough money to buy a tank of gas. I go get some kerosene because I had kerosene heaters and cook. Me and my children piled up in one room, and I kept us warm until I was able to buy some gas. You know, life has been hard for me, and then you got somebody that's greedy. Just I think it was our chief of police that did this to me. They got us on a terrorist watch list. I mean, this is what they saying. We are domestic terrorists. My sister, me, I don't know who else name is on that list, but that's what they doing. Putting our names on a terrorist watch list. There ain't nothing in my life that could show that I've been a terrorist. Nothing. But the one that put my name on the list is. These people, these polices that's doing this to us, they the terrorists. They are the terrorists, because they the one hurting people. I had to let my daughter know that my sister won't eat. She just holding the food in her mouth. I put the food in her mouth. She just hold it in her mouth. She got a mouthful of food and won't chew it and swallow it. She started chewing, but she won't swallow it. So she said she'll feed her. If she ain't gonna chew, she ain't gonna chew. She didn't chew last night because these people is doing this stuff to us. I'm telling you, I feel really bad right now because they've been attacking me all morning long. It felt like sometimes it's just like it's rushing, like they sending pure hate in me. And that's what it feel like. Somebody that really hate me is attacking me. Look at my face. Look at my dang on neck. Look like a man, thick like a man neck. My face. I look like I'm some months pregnant. That ain't me snoring. That's the dogs. They put the dog to sleep. And this stuff is in them too. I'm gonna have to answer this for the stop. I was gonna keep on dinging. I'm really, especially right here. Whenever they feel like putting me to sleep, they just knock me out. They used to do this one woman like that, and he was detectives. This detective and his sons would knock her out, and they would come in and rape her. And when she come back to, she realized she had been raped, and her ex-boyfriend was a doctor. Dr. Hill, I believe his name was, a white man. And she kept telling him, and so he started investigating it and found out they were detectives that were doing this to her. And he started doing videos and telling people about it. But then there was something about him that I didn't trust, because some of the stuff that he was saying, it was seeming like he still won't sure, really 100%. But but if he won't 100%, how can he say they were detectives that was raping her? Evidently, he was trying to make sure they didn't come after him, which they did. I heard that they did start coming after him. I know this. People have killed their own selves because they just couldn't take no more, so they killed themselves. This man named Maya. What his name? Maya Mays. Was his name Maya Mays? He was a black lawyer. This was a black lawyer in his 30s, and he did on YouTube. He got 3 different video, part 1, part 2, and part 3. I looked at part 1 and part 2, but it was so sad I didn't even look at part 3, because it sounded like he was going to commit suicide. Because on part 2, he was apologizing to his grandmama, telling her, people, you going to hear some stuff about me, but don't believe it. But he didn't commit suicide. I think the people that he went after was his gang stalkers at this college down in Georgia. But the police killed him. And see, the thing about it, what hurts me so bad, like I'm making this video, they see me making this video because they looking through my eyes. They got stuff in my eyes. I think it's in both my eyes, but this one right here, sometimes it comes down. It be like a little tiny round ball on a piece of wire. Like when you see those spiders coming down and off of spider web, that's how this thing look in my eye. I can see it at times, and this is what they seeing. It come down. And the last time I went to the eye doctor, God knows, I don't know how long it's been, because I can't afford no glasses. Not from them. I need to get me some more reading glasses, because the dog done ate both pair that I had. Both pair. And she said I had a birthmark in my eyes. Now, I've been going to the eye doctor since I've been grown. And the eye doctor I was going to was a good doctor. He never told me I had no birthmark in my eyes. Now all of a sudden, I got birthmarks in my eyes, which was a lie. I got some type of camera, some type of technology in my eye. That's what I got. They told my daughter the same thing. Anybody that's had surgery, they done did something to you. And if they cut me out, they're just going to cut me out. I don't care. But I'm going to tell the truth. If you had any type of dental work where they had to give you an operation or cut something out, cut your teeth out or the roots, all this kind of stuff, they done did something to you. Because this is what they're doing. If you had any type of surgery, you got some technology in you that you don't know, and they give them permission to put in you. So if anybody put your name on this blackball list as a terrorist, this is how they're going to start torturing you through this technology. Which we all got technology in us because we breathing it in because it's coming down from the chemtrails and they putting it in our food. They know technology. This is what is in our food. That's why God is telling us to do our own thing. Stop eating at some of these restaurants because we're not eating real food. Yeah. My eyes is really getting bad. And I think this technology got something to do with it. Hot notes. Let me put this on. I might as well just, but people, y'all better wake up. I'm telling you, 'cause we in some bad stuff. We in some bad stuff, and people talking about they living their best life. No, you living in a nightmare. That's what you living in because these people want death, pure death, and I just don't know what to say. I really don't, but I just don't know. I'm gonna try to get my health better. I do know that. Try to get my health, and I'm not going to no doctor because I don't trust them. I don't trust no doctors no more. I just got to figure out what I can do to make me healthier. And I need to get out of this house. I need to find somewhere I can go where that I don't have no neighbors, none. I don't need no neighbors. I don't want no Wi-Fi, none of that stuff because these people are using what we done got used to having to kill us. That's that. I'm just telling you, this stuff is dangerous, highly, highly, highly dangerous. So I'm gonna go now, and I just pray that we all come to some type of conclusion that our government is not for us, and we who don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, it's time. It's time. It's time to confess your sins and confess that you are in need of a Savior and ask Jesus to come into your life because you need Him. You need Jesus. I know I do. I don't know nobody who don't need Him.